Is it okay if I'm honest with you? I've sold high ticket online for 3 years, made a lot of money, made over six figures. And the untold truths about selling high ticket, I don't see anybody talking about. So, this is my story and lessons I'm going to share with you of why I believe this is going to be not the complete death of high ticket calls, because to be honest, they're always going to exist because people buy from people. But the truth is, the way entrepreneurs are making money online now with social media completely changed the game, especially this previous year. You gotta watch the whole thing. I'm telling you right now. It changed my mind completely about making money online. And that's coming from someone who has or had a high ticket online business for 3 years in a row. I don't know why I said in a row, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into the story, okay? A lot of you know, if you're watching my YouTube and you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I was an online fitness coach. I started back in 2021. I took the leap of faith, invested my last $400 to learn how to do high ticket sales, all from Instagram by posting organic content. And even though I was very nervous in that moment, it blew my mind that I was able to make $250 for the next 4 to 12 to 6 months from one person off of something I knew for years, off of something that I never went to school for, off of something that I never had a certification off of. Like, I was able to use my knowledge as an entrepreneur. At the time, I was getting in shape, building muscle, having abs, being confident, and people would pay me $1,000 to $3,000 literally for that information. I just needed to know how to use this metal rectangular device that connects us all across the world and learn how to make money from it, learn how to talk to people, learn how to articulate a message to help people understand the value that I would be able to give them if they trusted me for them to hand their wallets to me virtually. Okay. So I want to break this down because I changed my business structure. I changed my business in the past year, and it's been easier than ever for me to make income. And I didn't have to get on any sales calls. I didn't have to spend a lot of time per person. I didn't have to, oh my gosh. You know, when you get on high ticket sales calls, you're like, oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't last long. Like, I hope this person is ready to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do all the pre-qualifying in the world, but I'm just going to let you know, you can avoid all of that and still make a ton of money, if not even more. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my iPad screen real quick. Here we go, guys. Okay, so I'm going to break down on the left side the pros and the cons and the process of the high ticket sales calls and what I did this previous year to earn automated passive, or what you would call passive income, right? Doing the work once and getting paid for it repeatedly over and over and over again without getting on sales calls. Okay, so check this out. First of all, if you are used to high ticket sales calls, you know that one of the main processes is obviously you have to post content, right? Most people post organic content when it comes down to high ticket sales calls, because a lot of the times we start off and we don't have the capital for ads. If you do, congratulations. This isn't even for you. Okay. I started off having to know and learn how to post organic content. So the second step with organic content is seeing who engages with that content. Now, I'm going to pause right here and just go ahead and say that we all know, as creators, as online entrepreneurs, that when you post content and you're betting on someone to engage, there is a time. Okay, this is a clock. Okay, there is a time period to where you literally have to sit and wait. Okay, because you may not, if you don't have a huge audience, you're not going to get immediate engagement like that. Like, let's be real, right? So you have to wait. That's time. The second thing, or the third thing that happens in the process of high ticket sales calls is, once somebody engages, if you're not just cold DMing, you have to DM them. All right. You DM the people who are engaging with your content because they're showing interest. Now, between engaging and DMing, this is this is a huge con. You have to figure out who is actually interested, right? Because some people, we all know that some people will actually say, oh no, I was just supporting you. And that's fine. Like, we love our supporters, but let's be honest, we started a business online for a reason. So we can help people solve their problems and we can get paid while changing their lives. So we have to figure out who is actually interested. All right. And that takes time too. This is called pre-qualifying. This is actually called following up. Okay. Now, the fourth step that we're usually taught is after you DM, Of course, you got the pre-qualifying, but then you have to book a call, right? You have to book a call. I don't care what you've been taught. I've heard it all. Pre-qualifying calls, and then once you get on a pre-qualifying call to see out their needs and where they're at and how much money they're able to invest into themselves, you get on a second call and you sell them. Or maybe you were taught like me and mentored like me that once you go in the DMs and you book a call, you actually sell them on the call, right? So the problem with this, or the aggravating part about this, is you actually have to spend time. Okay, here's another clock. You actually have to spend time in order for you to get a transaction. And then obviously, if you're good at sales, if they're actually interested enough, you will make money. And whatever your prices are, okay? I consider high ticket anything above 2,000. Take it or leave it, okay? Y'all might think that $1,000 is high ticket, but I say you make $1,000, you spend $1, you invest $1, you don't have $1,000 anymore. Okay, so to each his own on that. But these are the three main problems, obviously, with high ticket. Now, the next side that I'm about to show you isn't perfected, because all business structures have some type of pro and con service to it, but you have to pick your own poison, right? I'm telling you right now, hands down, what I'm about to show you on my right side of my iPad, this is how I'm doing my business from now on. Simply said, this is how I'm doing my business from now on, because it literally, like, I will never forget as an online coach, and I'm talking to my normal entrepreneurs here, okay? I'm not talking to the people who have a huge audience, okay? I'm talking about to the entrepreneur who's passionate and knowledgeable about their own topic, but they know deep inside, like, man, I don't have enough leads, man. I just wish people were engaging with my content more. Okay. Because I was there for 3 years, for actually 4 years, and I only had 2,000 followers, and I made 6 figures, but I had to sell my ass off. I was sending 100 DMs per day to randomly telling people happy birthday, but we're neither here nor there. This is exactly what I did this previous year. Okay. Obviously, we got to post content. Okay. You can't escape that. All right. I'm just now getting into the paid ads aspect of it, but it's very, very small. But I had to learn how to post content again, right? But the difference between posting content with high ticket sales calls and actually posting content with an automated system is when I post content, I want to have a lead magnet, right? I want to have a lead magnet. The lead magnet helps the viewer understand that I have a solution for them, whether it's low ticket, something that's a couple dollars, something that's a couple $100, or something that's completely free, okay? I've experimented with them all and made money with them all. So I've seen like the ups and downs with giving something free versus selling something for $27 and then selling something for $800 just for engaging with my content. But it's all automated. Okay, so check this out. Obviously, we have to give a lead magnet. The difference is we're not waiting on people to engage, because once they do engage because they want the lead magnet, what happens is we have something called automations. Now, our automations are going to be tools. That means, let's say I make a post and I'm like, you're an entrepreneur online and you're struggling to get views on your content to make money online. Type online below and I'll send you a blueprint to fix that problem, right? That was a very ugly post and caption, but you get the point. The whole point is I give a CTA in my post and people comment a keyword, and they comment the keyword not because the content is the greatest content in the world, but because they felt understood about their problem and they want the solution. Spoiler alert, nobody goes on social media and says, oh, let me wake up today and scroll so I can spend money with Jay. They don't say that. So you need to not have the best post in the world, but have the best lead magnet. Okay, have a solution to their specific problem, because they're going to be like, you know what? I want that solution. They're never going to be like, oh my gosh, those edits were awesome, I want to buy from them. Like, no. Okay. So we have an automation in place. That automation then means that they get sent our product link. Okay. Our product link. All right. Now, once they get sent our product link, automatically, this happens in your sleep. This happens while you're walking your dog, while you're on the toilet, while you're at work. It doesn't matter. It happens I literally made passive income this morning unexpectedly, and it was the best feeling in the world. but it's just because I've been posting organic content, right? So anyways, it sends your product link to the person, all right, to the lead. And then the last step, obviously, they get the choice to pay or not, right? Now, there are pros and cons to this model. I'm going to go over that, but I'm just telling you right now, the top thing that I focus on is just posting the content. Maybe 2 to 3 times out the month, I'll focus on the lead magnet. After that, this is already done and this is already done because I only have one product that I sell. I don't need to create multiple. I don't need to create multiple offers. I just need someone to understand that, hey, if you have this problem, I have the solution. And there we go, right? No, I don't have to wait on anybody. I don't have to hope they respond in enough time. None of that. Like, I've been there before. We know that sucks. Okay? So check this out. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Here are some cons when it comes down to an automated system. I'm not going to be biased, but I am going to let you know I ain't going back to high ticket sales calls. I'm just not. Okay. So between posting and having a lead magnet, the thing that kind of sucks is you have to make sure that it's actually good. Now, this is easy if you know what you're talking about. But if you're one of these people who have a resellable course and you're like, well, I can help you make money online, and you ain't making no money online or no serious money online, I'm sorry to tell you, you probably gonna suck at giving people solutions because you barely know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be good, obviously, at what you are telling people about, posting content about. Okay? You need to be good. The second thing, between lead magnet and an automation, this means that you have to have a post that brings out pain. All right? A post that brings out pain. People don't care about pleasure. I want to give you an example I learned by Myron Golden. I was in one of his classes almost 3 months ago. He said this really good example. Okay. He was like, imagine you being in the grocery store and you walking out. Okay. Imagine you walking out the grocery store. You're walking out and some random guy walks up to you and is like, hey, can I use your phone? Your guard might be up. It might be like, yo, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to just hand you my phone, dig in my pocket and stuff, you know. This is kind of shady, right? But then imagine you walking out the grocery store, Lord forbid, you trip, you break your ankle, a car basically runs over your arm and you're like, you're in extreme pain. And then that same guy walks up to you and is like, oh my gosh, can I use your phone? Right? Can I use your phone? I can call 911 for you, right? Where's your phone? Right? You're going to be like, it's here. You're going to cry out for help. Right? That same guy that you said no to before you would literally hand your phone over to because you were in pain. You were in a situation to where you needed to get out of that situation. You felt like you needed to get out of that situation as quick as possible. So you had no hesitation. So in your content, between having a lead magnet and people actually commenting a keyword with your CTA, meaning this is how they're going to engage with your content in order for you to attract an audience that wants to buy from you, you need to talk about their pains. Not about pleasures, not about, oh, well, you can feel this way like this, or this is how you get biceps so you can feel confident, right? Or this is how I made $10,000 a month and you can too. People are going to be skeptical about that, right? But they won't be skeptical about, I know you've been posting for 3 months and you're still feeling behind, like you're doing something wrong in your content, right? I know you felt like going to the gym the past 2 weeks. But it's been hard because your significant other really doesn't support you in your fitness goals right now, right? So we talk about their pain in order for them to be attracted to the lead magnet, which is the solution, but it also boosts our engagement on social media. Now, between the automation and the product link, the thing about this is they actually have to read the message. Now, granted, I don't really consider this a problem. Why? Because even when you're in high ticket sales, when you DM people for engaging, you still have to wait, which is that time factor. You still have to wait for them to respond. And so with the automations, some people obviously don't open their messages, and that's okay. I'm okay with it because I didn't spend my time typing out the message, right? I did it one time. I told my systems, I was like, when someone comments this word, let's reply back with this message and give them this link. And the people who are really, really like warm or hot leads, they will open their messages. The people who are cold and they're just like swiping away, well, guess what? I'm not about to chase them because there's too many people out here. Like, this might go against some business rules, but there's too many people out here that are actually looking for the solution that you have, willing to pay you. And I don't believe in spending time with people that you have to chase. So it completely changed my mind once I switched from high ticket sales calls and sending messages back and forth in the DM just to hope that they get on a call with you, right? And so between having a product link and them getting paid, the con is the conversion sometimes, right? It's because you're not personally talking to them. You're not on a phone call. You're not on a Zoom call, and that's okay. I believe wholeheartedly that the people who really value a solution, they're going to pay. I do it all the time. I've bought so many courses. I've bought more courses and mentors and mentorship that's cost hundreds or thousands of dollars without having to get on a phone call with them. And it's because my pain was high enough in the moment. And if I'll do that and other people will do it with me, why won't they do it with you? And so you have to pick your poison. Of course, there's pros and cons to each one, but hands down, I'm going to take the automated systems over everything. Why? Because it creates more time freedom for me. I don't know about you, but as an entrepreneur, I love helping people, but I also love having time freedom. And my time freedom means that I'm not always in front of my screen trying to make a buck. I'm out here posting content, getting it over with, working 3, 4, maybe 5 hours a day if it's a heavier day. And I can wake up or I can just randomly look at my phone and see, oh my gosh, we made $200 today. We made $500 today. I would never forget, there was a time where I was at the library with my girl and we were out in the parking lot and I was just in my head about my business at the time because I was transitioning from high ticket onto this automated system. And I was like, I don't know if this is going to work because it was testing my patience, right? I no longer had to get on phone calls and Zoom calls and be like, yeah, this is what I charge and handle the objection. It was now make the post. All the systems are already set up. The product is already made. And now it just means that people have to engage with my content and I drive traffic to that product. And it was testing my patience, but I'll never forget at that library. And when we left, when we went for a lunch break, I was feeling kind of down. I was like, man, I don't really like spending money if I know I'm not going to make it back the same day. I don't know. It's just how my mind thinks sometimes. And when we went back in the parking lot after we ate lunch and we were about to go in the library, I saw an email where I made $800. Are you crazy? Like, I used to, like, when I first started selling high ticket, it was only $1,000. Like, we made $800 without me even, like, the work was done 3 weeks ago. Mind you, there was multiple other people who had purchased as well, but it was that specific day that really stood out to me. It was like almost my first $1,000 day passively. So it was amazing. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you all so you understand that I believe that the industry has changed and it's just it's going to actually not even slowly, it's going to fastly start changing as well. You're going to see a lot of entrepreneurs using different systems. I've already made the switch and you should too. If you are interested in learning how to transition from high ticket to actually creating passive income or automated income using proven systems, then I have a live class that you can join. It's going to happen this week. And if you want access to that, just comment class in the comment section down below and I'll go ahead and reply and give you the link so you can have access to it. Okay. But anyways, that is it. That is all. I'm going to hop off and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm out.